Hello, this is Liz from Artist Liz on YouTube, and I just thought I'd do a quick one. I know I say that all the time, but I really do think that this is going to be faster than the ones I've done before. So I'm going to be reading from Cosmic Energy, and they're small cards, but I kind of liked some of the messages and stuff that I was seeing on the cards. So I picked about 12 of them, and okay. So the first card is Crucible, and every challenge is a crucible transforming experience into wisdom. So there isn't anything that we do that we can't learn from. It may not be in the moment always that we do learn from something that we've gone through, but over time we will. And as you see, they're releasing all of those butterflies. So transformation going out. These are all butterflies going out into the universe. And look at the big beam of light here around this person. And that person is very open to learning and gaining that wisdom. So the next card is Lodestar. As you can see, that beam, sorry about my nails, they're a mess right now. I meant to do them already, so just ignore that. Okay, so this beam of light, this wisdom, the light within us, our spirit, our soul. Again, I think most of these cards, it looks like, has the butterflies. So sign of transformation, growth, and birth, rebirth, renewal. And there's that big beam of light right there again. So your inner lodestar always points to the soul's true north. So in the right direction. In other words, where you are supposed to go, where you're supposed to be. And if we listen, pay attention. Sorry, I still have that throat thing. I mean, I feel a lot better than I did, but apparently it's still there. So the next one is Echo. And now the light beams are leading out and toward and forward. And the ripples of water that we leave. Everything we do changes time, like time in a sense. It leaves ripples, like when you skip rocks through the water, it can't help but branching out wider and wider. So the vibration you send out shapes the world that returns to you. So what you put out can return to you. So that energy that you're putting out is very important. So you want to put out that positive energy because it can branch out and reach out into the universe and touch others. We are all connected. So you want to put something that's, I'm going to just simple word positive, and branch out that light. And yeah, it shapes the world, that energy that we put out. And he has a beam of light in his hand there. So, okay. The next card is Flux. Okay. Embrace flux. You are perpetual, beautiful, deformation, like a nebula, like stars, like the planets. There's lots of stars up, and she's holding that illuminated planet, the stars all around her. Again, the butterflies, you're going to see them. All the stars, star seeds, all of that coming out into the universe. Up here, this almost feels like I should say moon, but this does too. But there's more than one moon. Other planets have their own. I'm hearing the words like solar system, for lack of a better term. And this is really illuminating her as well. Okay. She's growing from this experience. Okay, so the next one is Keystone. Okay, look at the arch. It's well lit. It's ready for you to walk through. The stars here. We are up in this. Here makes me think of up out into other galaxies, other planets, other, you know, realms even, and here. But look how this person's standing way up here. So that person has a great view of what's going on. Okay, this planet here is important. This one up here. Not that they all aren't important, but sometimes when they're really here, they're guiding, you know, walk through here. Okay? You are the keystone. Your stability upholds the entire arch. So each one of us individually has and takes a role in producing that stability. Stay grounded. It's important to stay grounded, especially amongst the chaos. I'm hearing stay grounded amongst the chaos and the beauty. It's not always like doom and gloom, you know, things like that. But especially during those times that you might feel a little off balance, make sure you ground yourself. Work on that. Sage, all of those things. I like to sage followed by sweetgrass, because like sage to me is cleansing and getting rid of things. It could be stagnant energy. Sometimes our own energy, if we're in a funk or there's a lot of things going on or loss you're experiencing. It could be, you know, fellow human beings. It doesn't even have to be related to you. You know, just other human beings. We are all connected. So when someone else passes or some, you know, tragedy happens to them or injustice, it affects all of us on some level. So it's important to stay grounded and try to work through that, you know, especially if you're empaths. I am a high-level empath, so I have to constantly, every day, I have to work on releasing, grounding, a renewal of energy, surrounding myself with beautiful energy, divine energy, all of those things. So, especially now, more than ever, it's really important to continue to do that. And if you haven't yet, it's really a good idea to do that. Also meditation, visualization, things like that. Manifestation, the stuff that you want to happen, the way you want to see the world, your world, okay, your surroundings. So it's all important to do that. Ages. Look at like someone in an egg, so to speak, a beam of light, getting ready to be reborn, learning, rebirth, cleansing, clearing, all of that. Your light is a shield, protection, protected. So part of the grounding process is setting the base for protecting yourself as well. Okay, your light is a shield, gentle yet impenetrable. So just envision yourself with this beautiful, divine, healing, protective white light around you, protecting you. I like Archangel Michael, so I often call upon that, and as well as divine, and my friends in the galaxies there. So, you know, find whatever you believe, whatever you use, just stay well protected and grounded. Okay, so Meridian sorry, is the next card. Look at her. This is the galaxy right in here. The zodiac, astrology, right here. The light force, one source, beaming through her. Third eye, activated, ready, illuminated, butterflies, the beautiful universe behind her, through her, around her, in her. Okay, all the illumination framing her. Okay, so energy flows freely along the galactic meridians within you. Like I was saying here, the whole universe, but you see it, it's all through her. Okay, she's embracing it. So, okay, so the next one is prism. Surround yourself with that which keeps you safe, helps you, illuminates you, opens your heart and your soul to higher levels of vibration, higher levels of being, of connecting. The butterflies, again, they're really kind of symbolic for our own journey, our own flight, our own metaphor I can't even think of the word, metamorphosis. I'm struggling to get it out. Okay, so look at how she's standing on this. She's grounded, but also surrounded by beautiful light protecting her. All these star seeds, planets illuminating around her, and all through here, butterflies leading her, stars. That one especially activated. She's looking. That one's important to her. Okay, we are all star seeds. That may have been her, where she's been, where she's going to go to when her time is, when her time is done, in this lifetime. Okay. Yeah, you are a prism refracting your pure light into your own unique spectrum. Yeah. Okay. Anchor. Okay. Amidst the storm, be your own calm center of gravity. Look how he's grounding himself, similar to the other card there. He's grounding, but he's also holding light that's helping him be that way. And the clouds, butterflies, all these star seeds, but these are also butterflies also going out into, and stars, a lot of stars. Yeah, so amidst the storm, be your own calm center of gravity. Hold on one second. Okay. It's always worse. I should really do these earlier, because it's worse it seems to kick in at night or in the evening. Okay, so vessel. Look at that. It's almost like she's holding up that big planet behind her. Okay. You are a vessel, a channel for higher wisdom to flow. Be open to the knowledge. Listen to the messages. Be open to it. Look at all the little stars and the butterflies and this kind of portal grounding also. Being open to this beautiful planet behind her, light source. Be your own light source too. Higher wisdom to flow through you. You are a vessel, a channel for higher wisdom to flow. Okay? So, cadence. Important. Cadence is important. Find your rhythm in life, and the universe dances with you. Get on your right path. Find your stride is the word I'm hearing, and your gait when you walk, but just like metaphorical, in a metaphorical way, but also in a literal way, spiritual above all. So he's like kind of almost like walking on water there. You can see the ripples and the colors and the light illuminating into the water. All of those stars there, following that path. It's funny because he has a shadow behind him, but there's also ripples there, but it's coming from every step he took, branched out this ripples. But here's a shadow going forward and backward there. And it's kind of leading him toward this direction, like he came from here to here to here. And he's going to continue, okay? Finding your cadence, walking in your path, in your stride. Convergence. Just look at that for a minute. That beam of light, every step, every breath, every thought goes out into the universe, connecting with others, other stars, okay? Other planets, out in other realms, galaxies, all of that. Forever these little butterflies, but the butterflies to me are more than just butterflies. They're like spirit guides. They're our angels too, you know, guiding us and leading us forward. All paths that seem divergent, we're leading you here to this nexus of power. Reclaiming your power is what I just heard. Using your power to move forward, to help others, to connect. Okay, to connect. Not just here on this planet, but I'm hearing the term outer limits, branching out, as you see, connecting with everything and everyone, okay, and everywhere, okay. Reverberation. If that's not a path well lit, I don't know what is. You know, you can't get lost with a path that's illuminated to that degree. Your choice today will echo into the corridors of all your tomorrows. So choose with love. Choose the path of the highest good, for the greater good. Connecting and helping others. Connecting to the one source, one force, your angels, your birth angel, your spirit guides. Whether they're animal guides, we have those too. Yeah, spreading that beautiful light. He really is together, because look at what he's putting forth. And that's the message for all of us. Put forth the higher good to get there, to this next way of living, way of being that we will be heading toward. We are heading toward that. Okay? Heading toward I just heard the big reveal, and I've talked about that before, of how I call them celestial beings because that's how they referred themselves to me. So I am a cosmic communicator. I am an experiencer. So connect with that as well. Okay, inception. Inception. Every ending plants the seed for beginning too vast to comprehend. Trust the cycle. Look at that. Life finds a way. And not only is that new child birthed, watching that crack out of this, part light, part dark, coming out, illuminated, branching out, releasing. I don't know if you can see that, but it's releasing. Every ending plants the seed for a beginning too vast to comprehend. Trust the cycle. Okay? The universe is so vast and large and just immense. Okay. The galaxies have galaxies. Okay. The planets have planets. The stars have stars. Each star has trillions of other realms, cycles, planets, its own galaxy system. It's so vast. Yeah. Okay, so beacon. Be that beacon of hope, beacon of light, trust, belief, faith, plan to move forward. In your darkest hour, become the light that you once prayed for. It's within you. Find it. It's right there. He's holding it. You're holding it. You are holding it. Water. It's moving. It's not stagnant. Even though we go through things, we may lose people, you know, our animals, whatever, friends, strangers. But there's always a source there to help. The one force, one source, the galaxy, our celestial beings, our God, our spirit guides, our angels, you, okay? Rely on you, most of all. Holding that light, you see that? Holding that light. We all have that. We all have that. So even when we are going through dark times, dark meaning like, well, the way things are transforming now within our country, that's definitely shifting. I've talked about that before several times. Cobblestone road first at a high speed. I've said that before too. I still see that, but then smooth sailing, but in a new way, and in the long run, a better way, advanced way, a guided way. I'm getting guided from one source, one force, from angels, from spirit guides, from archangels, from our ET friends, celestial beings, from other realms, life forms there. Yeah. They've showed me, I've talked about it before, in my next lifetime, what it will be. Unimaginable beauty and peace. But we are already started. We are well started. Okay? So hang in there. Hang in there, because homecoming. Our path, believe it or not, and all the mayhem and chaos and sometimes what seems like darkness, this whole time we are being guided to get to this beautiful, illuminated, new time frame. Okay? I've been through portals before. I've experienced loss of time, changing and shifting of time, and that's going to happen more and more for people. There's nothing to be afraid of. Okay? It's not in a bad way. The journey outward was necessary to recognize the light that never left the center. Not only the center, I'm going to chill big time. Not only the center of you, but the center of the universe, the all expansion. Okay? That's all connected to us, that swirl. Remember, I always see that. I talk about it before. Look at how this path is so well lit. Okay? So even though things are crazy, that it's not going to stay that way. And I use this terminology because it's kind of basic sometimes, because I want everyone to understand that, like the word crazy, chaotic, those words, people can relate to that, especially now. But the twinkling of that path. My nail looks so terrible. The nails look so bad, but don't even look at the nails. Just the illumination of that. There you go. You can see all that. Again, our little guides, our little, I call them sprites sometimes, and they're leading us to this beautiful expansion of light. The journey outward was necessary. All of this we are going through was necessary. It really lit up the underbelly, and that many of us were not aware of, to the extent of what we are seeing and what we're about to see. Put your seatbelts on. But with that said, get rid of fear. Believe, have faith, put that positive energy out there, manifest, help your neighbors, strangers, okay? We are shifting to a much higher level of being. The veil is thinning rather, not thickening. The veil is thinning. It's going to open up, and we will see things we never thought we would. But it's going to lead us to the next phase, the next way of living, which is much better than in this time frame. Okay, not tomorrow. Time is really hard to tell. And their time, you know, if I'm hearing soon, I don't know how to pinpoint soon in that realm. Soon to us, we want it tomorrow. You know, when? Soon? 2 weeks? What week? Not yet. Only because it won't be handled correctly. But they are already helping, okay, in every way. Yeah. Definitely. I'm just trying to think if there's, just see something. Sometimes when I start to get a message, it's hard to explain. It's like on the outer edges of my psychic vision field. I don't know how else to put that. Being drawn over here somewhere. Let me just find this, where I'm being drawn to here. Let me just see this for a minute. Let me just find it. I feel like somewhere in this, just let me find it here for a minute. There's magic in the unfiltered flow of thoughts as they move from mind to page. Let your hand outpace your logic. Write what you don't yet understand, and you'll meet parts of yourself you've long silenced. This is where clarity begins. Not in polished answers, but in the raw spill of your honest word acts as a mirror. There is truth hidden in the ink. Write until it reveals itself. I always tell people to write things down. Sometimes it's in your twilight sleep. Sometimes it's a dream, a message dream, a message from your spirit guides, a message from loved ones. Write it down when you wake up if you remember. If you wake up in the middle of the night, keep paper and pen near you and journal that. Journal it. Because it's coming from a higher source. The one source, the one force. Okay? Write it down. Remember it. Look at it. Study it. Read it. Go back and read it. Keep it for a month and go back to the beginning and read everything you wrote down from any dream you have. Because there's a story to tell there, I'm getting. There's a story to tell. There's messages there. They're spiritually guided, I'm hearing. There's messages being passed down to you, for you to connect outward. Let me just see if there's anything here else. These are interesting cards. The back. This is the back of them. I mean, that's a story in and of itself. They're just wonderful. Okay. Okay. I'm seeing something I'm supposed to read to you. Hold on. Okay. I think this is it. Okay. I got it now. Whew. I'm sorry I'm pausing here for a minute, but I'm just going to where I'm being led. Okay, I think that's it. It feels right to me. Oh, such a chill. This is a beautiful deck. I'm sure you can see why I was drawn to it. Okay, so let me read these cards that jumped out at me. Meaning, sometimes I just sift through the cards when I'm doing these pre-recorded videos. And I'll know which ones to read. Okay, I'll know which ones the messages for us. Okay. Whew. Gonna chill just looking at them. Let me start where. Okay. I know how they'll go, what order, just by looking at them, because it tells a story. Okay. First card is like what's on the box. Okay. Alchemized energy. Alchemized energy. Cycles don't break by force. They unravel through awareness. What you feed with your thoughts, reactions, and energy crowns, while what you starve begins to fade. If you are tired of the same emotional loops, patterns, or returning characters, pause. Witness without reacting. Allow awareness to be a disrupting catalyst of change-fueled liberation. Break those cycles that aren't benefiting you, and sometimes that aren't benefiting the whole collective, the universe, other human beings, everything. Yeah. Feed what is here. You don't want to starve, because when you do, it begins to fade. So don't feed those negative things, for lack of a better term, that don't serve yourself or the collective. Feed, recognize what you're starving, so to speak. It could be yourself, love for yourself, okay? Taking care of yourself the best way you can, as I look kind of crazy with my hair here today. Oh God, my mother would say, what's the bird's nest going on up there? That's okay, doesn't matter. Sorry. Okay, so Space Keeper. Space Keeper. He's holding that light, that knowledge. Look what's around him, illuminating behind him, in front of him, on him. Without needing to fix or flee, you know how to simply, if I could read, sit with someone in their storm. Okay? People feel like they can bring their real selves to you. Be that beacon of light that he's holding. That people say, oh, I really need to speak to. I'm just going to throw out a name, Mary. I don't know if that means anything, or I'm just throwing out a name. Mary can help me. That doesn't mean you take advantage of Mary and always go to Mary and not try to figure out things for yourself as well. Because only we can change ourselves and fix ourselves. I don't really like that word, but grow, expand, okay? But be there for people, strangers, doesn't matter. Okay. Can bring their real selves to you. Their grief, their joy, their shame, their dreams. And not be turned away. You hold emotional space like the night sky, offering vastness without needing to fill it. Don't underestimate what this offers to the world. Few know how to create this sacred space. We all need to be that sacred space because of what's coming, the changes, and I mean changes for the better, okay? But in the interim, be that space keeper for people, for yourself. Don't forget yourself, okay? Take care of yourself first, okay? You know how they say, like if you're in a plane and the plane's, you know, the oxygen mask is dropping down, you have to get the oxygen first so you can help the people around you. I know that's kind of a graphic type of example, but you get the point. If you are not healthy and well in every way, especially spiritually, okay, you can't be that beacon of light, that space keeper for others who need that guidance, a lending hand, a listening ear, an open heart. Okay, this is magnificent, this card. Loophole. This, I have to say, out of all the cards I've had and looked at so far, and I have way too many, it's kind of an addiction. I'm on that level now. So I've always seen this into that beautiful light, the one source, one force. Look how bright it is just looking at it with the card. Imagine you in there, feeling that beautiful energy, that light guiding you through. Okay. Healing. To me, that's a healing light. Look at that. For all of us, individually, collectively, the universe, the planet, planets, so on and so on. Okay. Wounds unhealed become weapons wielded. But cycles are not fate. They are patterns waiting to be rewritten. Okay? Remember, just because it's what you know doesn't mean it's the way to grow. We can get used to pain, suffering, negative stuff, people around us that don't treat us right. You can actually get used to that. I've been there. Had to break through that. You can too. Okay? So, it's what you know doesn't mean it's the way to grow. Starting now, claim your freedom. Claim your freedom. No permission is needed. No validation is required. Choose differently. Let this be the moment you find the loophole and end that cycle. This is the way through to that beautiful healing light, to that beautiful angelic light, to the beautiful expansion of the universe, of angels, of celestial beings, ETs, whatever people call them, different things. But there's also many celestial beings, not just one. Just like there's not just one type of person. Okay? So this is a really great card. Choose differently. Let this be the moment you find the loophole and end the cycle you might be swirling. You know, they say, I'm swirling a drain. Okay, I'm circling the drain. You don't need to go down that drain. You don't need to go down a rabbit hole with things and people and that don't have your best interest at heart. Swim out of that and climb out of that bowl, because only you know what is in there. So you don't want to go down there with that. So, sorry about that graphic image, but dynamic harmony. Oh, my brother just said something when I was, I don't know if I should say it. So when I was when I was talking about don't go down that bowl, you're circling the drain. I'm trying to clean it up. Oh my God. Okay, I'm just going to say it. Don't get drawn down into other people's shit and climb out of that. You don't need to be down there with that. That's what my friend used to say, the wrong way house. Don't go to the wrong way house. Go to the right way house. Meaning, not directional, but the right way, the right path, the healthy journey. Release that, the people, it could be bad habits or things you know you are doing that are not good for you. And that can mean anything. Substances, toxic people, energy vampires, whether it's family or not. Okay? Blood doesn't always make family. That's what my brother just said. His name is John. He died when he was 33, 97, August 7th. He was my heart. We were frickin' frack, each other's shadow. The other one wasn't too far behind. We used to take motorcycle journeys together. He was a great protector, even though he was almost 2 years younger than me. He was a beautiful soul, and still is. He had a great sense of humor, like mine. A little naughty, but yeah. Okay, so that's John. Don't go down in the bowl with the Okay. Okay, let's move past that one. Dynamic harmony. Let's go back to this. Look at the beautiful woman playing that violin. Look at the light around her. All those colors she's creating. All those different types of energy. Beautiful. Well illuminated. Nothing is healing like art and music. Spoken word. Poetry. Beautiful books, great books, movies, films, characters in the film, character studies. They can change you for the better. They can let you, it's like holding a mirror up to you sometimes. That's what art does. When I paint, when I create, when I write, I'm writing from here. My spirit, my soul, my energy is in those pieces that I create. Have you been nourishing one part of yourself while starving the rest? Maybe your mind is on an overdrive while your body aches for movement and care. Perhaps you chase approval and applause, but leave your spirit feeling unseen. Balance doesn't come from doing more. It comes from tending to what's been neglected. It's time to honor and nurture your wholeness. Okay? It's time. You grab the oxygen mask first, then help others. Don't hold back. Action, movement, self-care, rest when you need it. Listen to your body. It doesn't lie to you. Okay? Listen to that intuition. Some people call it your gut feeling. We are all born with intuition. Okay? It's what helps us to survive. And when we ignore it, sometimes it can lead us down a path that's not healthy. And we could still find our way back. I definitely believe in that. But why bring in pain when we can stay focused and stay healed, grounded? Don't forget to nourish all of the parts of you, okay? And then, like her, this beautiful woman, look at how peace she is. Look at her face. I see beauty. I see grace. I see calmness. I see creation, light. She's definitely putting out the best parts of herself, okay, to help others. That's what we do. That's the best way to navigate through life. Heal yourself first. And like I've said to people before, don't be afraid to reach out for help, okay? Therapy is a wonderful thing. Reach out to your friends, the ones you know who really listen, who really care, who really have great advice, guidance. Sometimes it's just someone to listen to you that you really need. Okay? A shoulder to cry on. Then laughter. Laughter through tears is incredible. There's nothing like it. It's so healing. It's a release, but it's also grace. It's also healing. Okay. Collective greatness. You see how these women, beautiful women, are all illuminated, eyes closed, some looking forward, at peace. Look how the universe is all through them, okay? It's all through us. Connect with it. Look at the lights up here. This is how I was talking, was it Val? I think Val on her Disclosure channel, and I was expressing to her when I had a memory. I thought I was 5 the first time I connected with ETs, celestial beings. But then they showed me, no, it was from birth. And when they handed me to my mother, this is what I saw, or the closest thing I can, this is a good view of what I saw of myself as that little baby being handed to my mother by celestial beings. All of that, what looks like electrical circuitry, but it's light. Look at this illumination over here. Oh man, brings back what I felt and saw And then as soon as my mother embraced me, I turned to full skin, where you see now. Collective greatness. There is something rare and radiant about you. No denying that. But it's important to acknowledge that you don't need to rise above others to rise into yourself. Okay? Greatness isn't a contest. There's no competition with other people. Okay? Be you. You are beautiful. You serve a purpose. You are meant to be here. Okay? You're part of the collective. We are meant to shine together. The real gift is knowing that we all carry something divine. We are divine. Your magic contributes to the whole collective greatness. It's time to expand beyond comparison. That's what's coming. That's where we are going. That's the direction we are going in. That's the elevation we are heading toward. That we are at. That we need to go and be at that level for when the reveal is coming. Plus to make it through what we are going through now, to get to that next part, that new life, that shifting energy. Okay? The veil is thinning. We're going in that right direction. Don't pay attention to the chaos, they're using that word, that's going on now. That doesn't mean don't ignore it. You make sure you're taken care of, but have faith, belief, embrace the beauty that's coming. Visualize, manifest, bring your energy to the level of what you imagine life can be past this. And stay in that level and keep rising. But stay grounded, rooted in composure. Now, the people who have seen my videos, they know how I feel about trees. And this tree here is magnificent. Look at all this beautiful celestial light, divine, one source, one force, illuminating. Look at the energetic and energy going through this tree to lighten up our paths, our universe. But it's still grounded, okay? The roots are going into the earth, going down into that, and to light up, to open that path, journey, portal for beings to come up, celestial beings. But stay grounded as well as elevated, okay? You remain coherent when others lose their rooting. The ability to stay calm within chaos, that's the word they kept telling me, is a quiet power, that makes you a natural problem solver. So if you're well grounded, but you're illuminated and elevated, your vibrational levels, yeah, you can get a lot done, okay? You think rationally when it matters most, finding paths around dead ends, okay? Can't get through that door? Go around and get to the other door. Create a door, okay? It is time to stop undervaluing your steady mind and cool demeanor. It's a leadership trait, okay? A survival skill and a gift to those around you. Being that calm, going back to this dude back here, Space Keeper. He's chill as hell, okay? He has knowledge. He's there, okay? All right. This goes without saying. Pay attention. Just look at that. Beautiful source, the beautiful light, the trees illuminating, blue skies, stars coming up here too. Look at that. That's conversation I'm hearing. Conversation from spirit guides, the one source, one force, your angels, your birth angels, the universe, galaxies, different realms, ETs, alien beings, celestial beings, life itself. Whew, I'm getting such a chill. Discomfort, tension, and fatigue aren't just inconveniences. They are messages, like I said. Take care of yourself first. Pay attention to your body, what it's telling you, okay? Okay, it's not broken. Oh, wow. Your body is trying to communicate. I just said all that. I've never looked at these cards before, by the way. They're a new deck. Okay, where was I? All right, your body is trying to communicate. It's not broken nor betraying you, but calling to you. Stress, suppressed emotions, and unmet needs all leave a mark, okay? Instead of pushing through or brushing it off, slow down and listen. When you respond with curiosity instead of judgment, your body can become an ally in your return to balance and wellness. Going back to listen to your body. Okay? Don't just shove things down your throat, because they're going to fester down there and build up and create other issues for you. Face them head on. Work through them. Cleanse, clear, release. Renew yourself. Ground yourself. Heal yourself. Okay? That's what she's doing there. Healing herself. Okay? And the last card. Reflections of truth. Butterflies again. Transformation. Metamorphosis. Growth. Ripples. Ripples. Swirling. Reflecting into the water. Light coming up. Stars. Part of the universe here. Strings of communication. Remember how I showed you that card here? All this, what looks like electrical circuitry. That's here also. Going up. Communication. Listen. Learn. Grow. Put out your light out there for others to see. Look at the beautiful light within the wings. The body, steady, firm, strong. Antennae, ready to communicate. Connection. Okay? Portals. Whew. Reflections of truth. The world is a mirror, and whether we choose to believe it or not, triggering feelings about others often reveal a self-belief. Let's just sit there for a second. Feelings about others often reveal a self-belief. So just say for a minute, you're having an issue with someone, or they trigger you, or there's something about them that you just like, sometimes it's a reflection of something about yourself that you are feeling and relating to. The fact that you're having a strong response to that person or persons, you're really having a strong response to yourself. Not shaming, not judging. Been there, done that. Go in, find it, fix it, release it. You can embrace it, thank it for visiting, but it's time to go now. You don't need it any longer, okay? Because you're elevating, you're moving forward. You are transforming, okay? Developing. The trait noticed in them may be the one you refuse to see in yourself. Now, I have not read these cards yet. And that's what I just said to you. Explore your feelings with curiosity while wondering what self-truth needs to be witnessed. Okay? What is it about you? Sorry, I have a fractured wrist. Long story. Okay. What is it about you that you need to focus on, you need to work on? Again, no judgment, no shame, no, you don't put those thoughts against yourself, okay? We're all human. We've all done things. I don't care who it is, okay? We've all done things that we are not always proud of, but that's part of the learning experience as a human being, developing into that spiritual self, raising into that. Learning from those things, growing from them, and moving forward and upward and onward. Releasing that. You don't need it anymore. You looked at it, you addressed it. What is it about that person that rubs me the wrong way? Maybe there's something about me that I relate to that makes me feel uncomfortable. Because it's really about you sometimes. Fix it. Change it. Heal it. Thank it for visiting. Release it. Move on. Forward. Upward. You've learned from it. So it really is helpful in the long run for you to develop as a human being, as a spiritual human being, as the collective, okay, as the great expanse, the expansion, part of the universe, the galaxy, all of it, okay? So no shaming yourself. No thinking, oh, I'm a bad person because I... No, that's not helpful. Figure out what it is. Change, fix, release, move forward, onward and upward and outward. Okay? So my little short video turned into an hour and 9 minutes and counting. Just don't believe me anymore when I say it's a short video, because I can't help it. All these things start coming and the cards open up even more stuff that comes to me. So one day I'll just do a 10-minute one, I promise. Somehow, some way. I'll pick one card. It'll take 10 minutes to finish talking about that card. Okay. So with that said, I thought these were great. They're beautiful decks, actually. So I hope it connects somewhere. I hope it helps. Just remember, keep looking forward, head up, grounded. Okay? Raise up your energy. What's that darn bird from the Peanuts? That's what I look like right now. Laugh at yourself. Sometimes it's the best medicine. Look at that. Okay, so take care of yourselves, okay? And laugh at yourself. It's fine to laugh at yourself, okay? So, all right. You take care. Thank you for listening. Love you guys. Have a good evening. Bye.